While Broadway is getting ready to officially reopen in September, London's theatre district is already coming back to life. So in a normal year, more than 15 million people visit theaters in London's West End, about 1 million more than Broadway. But the pandemic shut down dozens of venues. Only a few of the smaller shows could afford to reopen with COVID restrictions. And as Roxana Saberi shows us, the leading ladies of the new musical Six are among those who are back, and they are having a royally good time.
After 5 centuries of silence and 5 months of lockdown, these queens are singing their side of British history. The 6 ill-fated wives of Henry VIII recently stormed back on stage, competing for the title of the king's most unfortunate wife.
And then I was like, okay, what's like a famous subject matter from history with all women?
Toby Marlowe and Lucy Moss dreamed up the pop musical Six as students at Cambridge University.
And why does Henry not appear at all?
We've heard what he's had to say for the last 500 years, so it's time for them to take the microphone, you know?
Six leapt from college campus to London's West End.
We're Six.
And almost Broadway in under 3 years.
Beheaded.
So we've got divorced, beheaded, died. One is missing.
We met a few of the West End queens, whose characters were inspired by pop stars like Beyonce and Nicki Minaj.
Whether you're someone that just loves history, British history, whether you're someone that just loves, you know, empowerment, it ticks every box.
And women in general as well, boom. Like all women of all shapes, all sizes, different backgrounds, different skin colours, and it's just sensational. So just celebrating women.
Those themes and catchy songs quickly created a queendom of fans across the world. But just hours before its Broadway debut last year in March, the COVID-19 pandemic forced New York's theaters to shut.
Lucy, you were going to be the youngest woman to direct a musical on Broadway.
I still like to claim that crown for myself because we had a month of previews.
Back in London, a lockdown shut down the West End too. Six reopened in December, only to close again just 1 week later.
It's what we do, it's what we love to do. So to have that taken away from us was hard.
When the stages went dark, an estimated 40% of theater workers lost their jobs. With theaters like this sitting empty for months, this billion-dollar industry has been devastated. Six is just one of a few shows that's been able to raise its curtain again, but in a new way. Audience members have to wear masks, get temperature checks, and scan in with the track and trace app. Measures that didn't deter these fans.
How excited are you guys to see?
I'm so ecstatic. I'm great. I'm flying on the earth.
Inside, plexiglass separates the band members from the cast, and the seats can only be half full.
Does any of that affect the energy of your production?
I don't think it has. I think people are just so happy to be in a theatre watching live theatre.
But with coronavirus cases rising again in England, these performers hope the show goes on here and in New York.
Are there things Broadway can learn from what you're experiencing on the West End?
I just hope that they can open sooner and be like us and be able to just do what we love and bring the happiness back.
And we could all use an encore. For CBS This Morning, Roxana Saberi, London.
Boy, we sure could. Can't wait for Broadway to come back. September 17th, Six opens on Broadway.
To judge by the fan reactions in the UK, it's going to be a big deal. You're watching CBS This Morning. We'll be right back.